Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you real quick to everybody who subscribed to my backup channel. For those of you who don't know, my old channel, my main channel was hacked basically a month ago. For some reason, it's taking YouTube way too long to recover it. So in the meantime, I decided to start this channel because I know you guys need your daily bodybuilding fix. So I'm here, I'll be making daily content right here. In case you haven't subscribed already, please, it's not much to you, but it means a lot to me. Just click that subscribe button, it's gonna mean a lot to me, and thank you to everybody who already did that. Before we start with the news, I just want to let you guys know about the Blackstone Labs sale at the end of the month. So it's 35% off without a code. You don't need a code, you can use my code Ivan, and that's a 15% off of everything anytime. But now you get a 35% discount on all the supplements. And if you spend over $150, you get a free creatine. When I first announced my sponsorship by Blackstone Labs, I said I wasn't using any of the supplements. I haven't tried anything at that time. I was honest. I didn't want to let you guys know that something is good if I didn't know, but then I got them later. I knew that they were really high quality. I heard from other people, but I didn't try them at that time. And now I've tried a bunch of stuff and I love it, man. This is premium stuff. All the supplements are premium stuff. For example, I really like Glycolog. So if you're bulking or if you're trying to get lean, doesn't matter. If you're trying to get more insulin sensitive, this is the thing for you. It contains berberine, but not just regular berberine. It's actually super berberine, which is berberine cyclodextrin. And you also have chromium, you have cinnamon extract, and 5 other freaking ingredients, guys. A phenomenal complex. I love this stuff. Just take 3 pills daily with 2 of your meals, for example, depending on how much carbs you're eating. You can ask me for instructions on my IG, for example, to tell you exactly how much you need to take, but this is great stuff. You gotta take something like this at least, if not this one. But this is really good, just with your biggest carb meals every day, whether you're cutting or bulking. Now, if you need a really good, really high quality pre-workout, you can get Dust X, for example. Or if you need something without any caffeine, there is Hype Reloaded. It's just pump and focus stuff. There is also Arsen. This is a fat burner, but you know, it works. It works really good. This is something you don't want to take every day, but like before a leg day is gonna be a party. You're gonna enjoy it. It has a himbin and a whole bunch of other stuff, all natural, of course. So check it out, Blackstone Labs. And also, if you need a really high quality fish oil, but you should be careful which fish oil you buy. This is really high quality stuff, so you can get this one from Blackstone Labs, and that's it. For example, I wanna bother you, I have a whole bunch of other supplements. They're all freaking phenomenal. Just go to the Blackstone website and use this opportunity to save 35% and buy really high quality product. All right, now let's get into the bodybuilding updates. The first thing we got for today is an update from Hadi Choopan. Now, this one is not like the other updates he's been posting lately. This one is actually showing a little bit more. Not everything, but a little bit more. And this update is interesting because, yes, you can see right here that Hadi is freaking huge, for sure. He has a lot of size. He has great conditioning for this point. But there are a couple of things that I'm paying attention to that don't look that great, guys, to be honest. Like, I don't know if you can see it, like right here, but how much smaller is that right leg of his? It looks significantly smaller. I mean, that was an issue before, for sure, but now it's looking pretty bad. I don't know if it got a lot worse or it's just the angle, but it's definitely not looking that great. It's significantly smaller than the other one. Now, I'm not sure about this. Again, it could be just the lighting, just the shadow, but it kind of looks like his arms are also looking a little bit, maybe, I don't want to say smaller. That's not the right word, but let's say flatter. I would say the insertion of the tricep especially looks shorter. And that's something that happens to every bodybuilder at a certain age. You saw it happen with Big Ramy, but like in 1 year, that was crazy. I don't know what happened there, but like with every other bodybuilder at one point in their life, the insertions start to look shorter. I'm not sure exactly how this happens. I think it's something with the tendon. It prolongates with age. I heard something about it. I'm not exactly sure what happens, but I can see it. You can see it definitely with every bodybuilder, and it might just be happening to Hadi right now with his arms. Do his arms look bad? Do they look horrible? Can he win the Mr. Olympia with the arms looking like this? Yes, he can. It's not that bad. It's just something, a little bit of something that I'm noticing, but it could be, maybe everything is fine with his arms. But the thing with his leg, that's pretty freaking apparent. You cannot tell me you don't see it. You can't tell me that. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And I'm pretty sure it's worse than before. Now again, as far as the size, as far as the shape, as far as like the conditioning for 11 weeks out, it's all good. It's all great. But I don't know how much can that leg hurt him. And also, it's not just the leg. It's not just the quads from the front. His weakness last year when he lost the Mr. Olympia to Samson Dauda was also like the hamstring thickness. The hamstrings from behind and from the side. So overall, his leg size and fullness is something that is going downwards lately in the last couple of years. So I mean, seeing his legs from the front right here, and also he was known for his quads. He always had that crazy quad sweep, crazy quad separation, crazy leg size from the front, but now that one leg is smaller, the hamstrings are probably going to be super massive from the side and from the back, so that can be a big issue. That can be a big issue if you're talking about Hadi potentially winning his Mr. Olympia title again. And he's going against some pretty young dudes, like Nick, who is only 31 right now, Derek, who is 32. Samson is a bit older, but I think he's similar age like Hadi. You know, these guys are not old, like they are in their late 30s, so it's not like they're 50 or mid 40s, no, they're around 40, something like that, I'm not sure exactly, let me actually check. Hadi is actually 38, he's gonna be 38 this year at the Mr. Olympia, he's not even 38 yet, he's 37 right now, so he's not very old, but he has been competing for a long time, and you know the way he's training, he has to have caused some injuries to his body. To his arms and his legs, and you know he's been using a lot of SEO in his arms, especially in his delts for sure, probably his legs too. So maybe this is what is starting to happen to his physique because he probably did too much damage to his muscle by doing that. And don't tell me he hasn't done that. We all know he did. We all saw it. So yeah, he's known for that, but like, you know, at some point necrosis is going to start to happen. Maybe this doesn't have to do anything with the age. Maybe just that. I don't know what is it, but you can definitely see that one leg is smaller than the other. Like overall, he still has the size, the conditioning and everything like that. So I can definitely see him being that top 3, top 4, worst case scenario. If Nick cracks the top 3 and, you know, Derek stays in the top 3, then yeah, I can see Hadi falling down to 4th. But maybe that's not going to be the case. Maybe Hadi's legs are good enough. Maybe the discrepancy between those two legs is not going to be too obvious, too big of an issue, but you guys tell me what do you think down below. In my opinion, it can be a problem, but we'll see. And yeah, by the way, guys, to answer to all of your questions from my previous video, no, I don't have Synthel in my delts. I mean, everybody has a strong body part. For me, that's my delts, I guess, and my quads as well. But currently, guys, I'm not even blasting. I'm basically just cruising for the past couple of months. I decided to probably stop competing, but if I change my mind, you'll watch me blow up on this channel. But right now, I'm not even taking bodybuilding too seriously. I'm training, I'm eating my diet, I'm doing everything, but I'm just not really pushing it in any way. Maybe I'm thinking about potentially doing the Arnold Classic Amateur next year. If I decide to do that, I'll probably film some content for you guys, like training, eating, and stuff like that. We'll see, but as of right now, I'm not sure about my plans. I'm just taking it easy. I'm not really focused on bodybuilding that much. I'm just focused on the channel, growing this channel, and getting my old channel back. So that's it. Now, as far as the next news, we have Regan Grimes. We have this update from Regan, and we have a couple of others as well, which you have seen already, but I wasn't there to make the videos. So let's take a look at this one. Basically, yeah, you know, he looks big. He looks in really good shape for 11 weeks out. And he actually started prepping a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks before. And this is the video that he posted when he started his prep. So this was his starting point. You know, for a starting point, this is actually looking pretty good, I gotta say. You know, he took some time off after his last show. He traveled a little bit. He relaxed with his family. But it seems like Regan is more driven this year than all the years before. And, you know, he also was working with Stefan Kinsel for his prep. But he stopped working with Stefan. Regan also fired Stefan Kinsel. What is happening? What is happening? Why is everybody firing this guy? So Regan has a new coach, and now it is Dom Super Sliced, the guy who prepped Nick that one off season when Nick's waist actually shrunk significantly before the 2022 Mr. Olympia, after Nick stopped working with Matt, and then they got back together for the prep, for the 2022 Mr. Olympia prep, and they finished the prep together, but nobody mentioned Dom Super Sliced. I felt like he helped Nick tremendously for that prep, so he's a great coach. And by the way, guys, if you need a coach, you can hire me. I'm not as expensive as these top level coaches like Stefan, like Dom Super Sliced, and all the other guys. And I don't have like 300 clients. I can focus on you. So just DM me on Instagram if you need a coach. Anyways, Regan is now working with Dom Super Sliced. So I'm expecting Regan to be in really good shape, and I can also expect him to improve. Now, again, there isn't a lot of time for him to grow, which is the main thing he needs to do. He needs to get bigger. But since he's in this kind of condition right now, I mean, he can grow into the show. And also, I don't know what exactly he has been doing in his off-season. Like, I mean, in this between period, since his last show until now. I have no idea what he was doing. So if he actually took some time off, if he was off the gear, maybe maintenance stuff, maybe now he can blast the gear into the show, you know, remain as lean as he is until like 5 weeks out, and just grow, put on muscle. That can happen. That's the way you can grow into the show. And then in the last couple of weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, you can just tighten it up and get in shape, contest shape. But in the meantime, he can put on some muscle. He can definitely grow. And he already showed to us that he was better. In my opinion, he was better at those shows he did, like New York Pro, for example. I think he was definitely improved. But you know, he can definitely improve a little bit more, work on that leg fullness mainly, and overall just get a little bit bigger and fuller, bring similar condition he brought to New York. You know, Stefan did a pretty good job with Regan for the New York. Like, he was ready when he stepped on that stage for the first minute. And then he started fading. And also, like, he almost quit that prep a week before the New York. Stefan convinced him to do it, and he did a whole bunch of cardio in that last 2 weeks. He wasn't doing any cardio for the entirety of the prep. Basically, in the last moment, he started pushing really hard. So he somehow got in shape, but he was under 250. So he lost a lot of fullness. He got in good condition, good enough to look presentable, but it wasn't the smoothest prep. So Stefan messed it up with Regan as well. Now Regan has a new coach, and we'll see how well will Regan actually do at Mr. Olympia. I can definitely see him in the top 10, around 10th spot, probably not higher than that, maybe 9th, maybe 8th, best case scenario, but, you know, I can see him in the top 10 with his shape, with the conditioning that he brought to the New York, for example, and if he improves a little bit more, maybe add some more fullness, some more size, yeah, top 10, top 8, best case scenario is, I think, reasonable, but, you know, the thing is, Regan has all the tools to become the best in the world. But is that going to happen this year? No. With the way he looks right now, I don't see that happening. I'm sorry, but whatever you guys think, tell me down below. All right, and finally, we got some really freaking impressive updates from Martin Fitzwater, and this is definitely the guy that is going to be in that top 5. I can't really see him below that. You know, if he nails the peak. Now, that's a troublesome part. He's prepped by Stefan Kinsel. So, right now, Stefan is not exactly, you know, he doesn't have the best reputation for picking guys, especially recently. My best guess is simply because he has a work overload, way too many clients, and I don't know how much focus and dedication can he actually give to each one of them. And there is a lot of pros, a lot of high-level amateurs, a lot of competitive bodybuilders in all different categories. So for Martin, I think it's all about nailing that peak. In my opinion, like right after Samson, Derek, Hadi, and Nick, you have Martin. Maybe Andrew can beat Martin if Martin is not 100% and Andrew is. But I still feel like Martin is higher on that bar than Andrew because he's more complete, more well-rounded. Now, what Martin needs to improve to actually crack like the top 3 or top 2 is he needs more size. He just needs to be a little bit bigger, especially like in the arms, in the front double bicep mainly, and in the legs, I would say from the front. He has great legs, but he still needs that leg width and just overall thickness. He's just not that level of size. From the side as well, from the back too. He just needs to be wider, bigger, and that's it. As far as his conditioning, he can nail it. He nailed it before. He was ripped at times, at certain shows. So he can definitely bring it. He can be super shredded. That's achievable for him if he nails the prep and the peak week as well. But based on these updates that we got, man, he looks good. Like, he looks really thick. He is in really good condition for 11 weeks out. So there is definitely more than enough time for him to really get in contest shape, like really, really crispy contest shape, and to be big and full, as big, as full as he can be. We'll see if he made some progress. I mean, he competed this year at Pittsburgh, and I thought that was a mistake, probably. Like, why did he do that? Did he really think he can actually beat guys like Nick and Derek? You know, that probably was mission impossible, you know, at that time. But if he took a full year off and really focused on growing, maybe he would be good enough to beat them. Now, with the things the way they are, can he really progress that much and be good enough to beat those guys big enough? I mean, probably not. But we'll see. I mean, this guy is also growing very fast. Like, I've seen him put on a lot of muscle in short time periods. So maybe he can actually put on enough muscle and nail the peak. And I don't know, like, if somebody is off from that top 3, top 4, maybe he can get into the top 3, but very difficult this year. But give him a couple of years. He's a young guy. He's like 28 right now. Give him 3 years. When he's like 30, 31, I think he can definitely be a top guy, top 2, top 3, maybe even win the Mr. Olympia. But as far as this year, top 5, I think it's reasonable if he nails the conditioning. And that's mainly dependent on his coach. In my opinion, I think Martin is a freaking soldier. I know he's willing to put in the work. I know he wants it bad. So if everything goes well for him, in my opinion, best case scenario, maybe if he's super lucky, top 3, but I see it more like top 5, top 6. But yeah, these photos, this update looks phenomenal. Thickness is there, conditioning great for 11 weeks out. And yeah, I see a lot of potential in Martin, but maybe not that much this year. In a couple of years, if he keeps it up at this pace, I can see him do great things. I mean, he already has. Top 4 at the Mr. Olympia is phenomenal, but I can see him, you know, potentially even becoming the next Mr. Olympia at one point, if everything goes well for him. But we'll see about that. Anyways, guys, tell me, what do you think about whichever part of this video? If you want to support the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you want coaching, DM me. Also, buy the Blackstone Lab supplements. The link is down below in the description of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.